play of the game from way down.
1, 2, silence.
Rainer getting absolutely
A team wipe.
The living bombs going.
Oh my goodness, the ring. Bombstastinko gonna find Rainer.
Hello everybody, and welcome to the Nexus Gaming Series. I am Jason, and today being joined by my faithful co-caster, Ysera, once again hanging out with me today here on a lovely Tuesday off. We're going to catch up a little bit with some of the matches that we missed from last night for the Nexus Gaming Series. We've got a replay cast out of Div C East here for Bancho versus ReGen Anomaly. And we have the replay queued up and ready to go here for game number 1. So let's go ahead and hop on in to Volskaya Foundry, which we'll be seeing here for game number 1. On the left, we've got Bancho. We've got Bluestein V2 going to be playing the Orphea. We've got Spice on the ETC. Sluggadin is going to be on the Lucio, Quinal on the Vala, and up top we got Schussel going to be playing the Varian.
Facility online.
Meanwhile, on the right we have ReGen Anomaly. We have Liberoc going to be playing the Rexar. Up top we've got Navy Nuke playing the Alarak, Genjitsu going to be playing the Diablo, Abashur on the Ana, and we've got Carve playing the Rainer. So right away, standard 4-1 from both sides. Pretty much what you would expect to see, I would think, with quests, except for that one that just got picked up in top. Varian gonna go with the Lion's Maw. So we're gonna get a little bit of extra self-sustain later in the game once that quest gets stacked up for the queue, which will be nice for him. But that usually forebodes the taunt build, whereas High King's Quest normally we see people go into more of a damage style build. But meanwhile, the slide on to Navy Nuke, getting him caught a little bit out, but not too far. He'll be fine for the moment. Now looks like a bit of a reset here. Good sustain healing from both sides, so they're going to be able to stay in these fights for quite a long time without having to worry too much about mana. So should be pretty easy for them to do. Alarak, Ana, and Rexar on the same team. Yeah, that's right, Grievance. They are a very unique comp here for ReGen Anomaly for sure. Down in bot, we see the point picked up, but Quinal takes a ton of poke damage there. Sleep Dart gonna slow the advance a little bit there from Bancho, but ultimately, again, the sustained healing is good on each side, but oh, the combo damage there from Navy Nuke. Quinal's gonna have to step back and tap. Meanwhile, up top, Rexar doing Rexar things here on Brax's holdout. And we will see a little bit of damage coming in from either side, but the nice flip there. Sludgeon actually very low, just teetering there on the edge of death from that poison. Now Carve taking a lot of return damage though from the Vala. That Sleep Dart might have actually saved his life, putting Quinal to sleep and kind of keeping that Vengeance from being a little bit too strong there. Oh, but the triple combo for Navy Nuke, putting Bancho in a tough place there. But Sluggadin's got some good healing to counter that. Now level 4 for both squads as these builds start to develop a little bit more. We are going to see actually the Twin Blades. A very interesting combination of talents there in the 1 and 4. But meanwhile, up top, Bluestein getting put out a little bit, but then the damage in return onto both tanks right now has been very, very heavy. And this point continues to be contested, but actually it looks like ReGen Anomaly is going to be able to pick it up just for a moment here. But then we actually have Navy Nuke running out of mana here, and he's getting chased down. Vala goes in deep and gets the kill. First blood for Bansho, and now Genjitsu in a little bit of trouble. Genjitsu? Genjitsu? I'm going with Genjitsu. You got me. Not everyone can be named Bob, I get it, but you know. Alright, so we are going to see... Oh, we are going to see the flip almost close enough to the wall there to get Spice on over. But for now, that's going to be an easy retreat out. Meanwhile, up top, we do have Navy Nuke back. And the combo almost finding Spice. But Spice has pretty much no mana here. Sitting at half health. They are going to have to back off and give this point to ReGen Anomaly for the moment. Again, that combo just a hair away. And the vault was good without that silence to be able to get away there. Navy Nuke taking a little bit of damage, but Spice diving in deep and just non-stop back and forth action here in the bot. We'll see if we can get enough of a break to just take a peek up top right now. Both the solo laners kind of doing their jobs, but it's going to be difficult for Varian to ever take that point back with the Rexar there. Spice actually being flipped away. Might have even saved his life there as Carve was dealing a ton of damage from the back, and Navy Nuke also in there right up front dealing tons of damage. There's the combo, and this time there's going to be no vault away for Vala, as that's going to be the first kill of the game for ReGen Anomaly. And they will recapture the point, but up top it's being contested now, but is still held here. So charge is still going to be going on. Somewhat recent change to Braxis, but now is Rexar gone too far? No. He stays in, and that is going to be the first Zerg wave going over to the side of ReGen Anomaly, and here comes that Zerg wave. Almost no charge for Bansho, so theirs is going to be a bit easier for Rexar to deal with on the top of the front wall. Already going down here in the bot lane. And again, a big two-man combo coming in from Navy Nuke, making the defense a little bit tougher here for Bansho, as this fort is just being annihilated here. Good siege damage able to come out from Raynor in particular. Spice poking them down. That healing grenade also good to keep Spice nice and low. The combo, and that is it. Navy Nuke gets the kill on ETC. And Quinal doing what they can from that sort of flanking area of positioning there, but now not going to be able to retreat through the gate. Going to have to go all the way around. That's going to allow the side of ReGen Anomaly to get a little bit of damage onto this front wall, pushing in. They've got almost a level lead now as they get the first of these two towers on this front wall, but now Spice is back, and I think that's going to proc the retreat here from ReGen Anomaly. Multiple members low on mana, and just in general, no wave to support them there. They're so close to 10. No reason to risk. And meanwhile, up top, one turret in response and most of the gate, but really, really great trade out here for ReGen Anomaly early in the game. They're about to get those level 10s, and then they can look to make some sort of play here. Bansho gonna have to patiently try and work their way back into this. Could have maybe had an opportunity there to force before level 10, but level 10 was going to be coming in soon, so you're really running the risk of getting caught right as that 10 spike comes in. So I think it's a pretty sound play. A little bit quicker on the camp take for Bansho, so they get out to lane a little bit faster to get some soak. Gonna help them catch up a little bit here in level, but we will see up top. Oof, Varian just barely avoiding that rotation as ReGen Anomaly kind of flips the script a little bit. We're gonna put Rexar down bot, and a little bit slow on the rotate to respond here is Bansho. Gonna allow ReGen Anomaly to get some nice damage on this front wall. They get the entire gate and one turret, looking for a second now, but the cavalry is here. Level 10's coming in for both sides. And there is the slide, the face melt back. Counter-Strike is popped by Navy Nuke, but they're still focusing down. Gonna get a couple chomps here on this Eternal Feast, and actually with the Diablo caught in it there with the Fire Breath, gets a couple extra chomps on him, but it's Lucio that steps out a little bit too far, and he's gonna be the first casualty of this fight. Oh, but the Alarak goes down, and that's gonna be a big reset on to those stacks there for Alarak. That hurts. You hate to see it. But we will see Bluestein stepping out a little bit too far. The sleep and the overpower. But it's Spice that actually is going to go down. Getting in there trying to save Bluestein. There's just too much damage coming out from Carve there. But yeah, Sadism now set down to 90. That's going to be a bit of a setback here for ReGen Anomaly, but that's not going to stop them from insta-capping both of these points. Varian is going to try and fight it down here in the solo, but ultimately it's still charging. Meanwhile, a big combo coming out again from Navy Nuke, and Lucio will fall. Oh, going in deep there. Is Diablo maybe a little bit too deep? Kind of baited in, but oh, gave him the angle onto the well. Oh, you hate to see it. Volley goes down. Now it's going to be another couple of kills. Nice exchange as ETC did go to the bot lane. It's going to allow them to recap the bottom point, but the damage may already have been done here. 94% on the charge, a third kill in the top lane, and now this team is just going to start laying into this fort up top. That is going to go down very quickly. And there's really not much that ETC can do about this right now. They have started to rotate back up to the top, but ultimately we're going to see a massive rotation here in bot, and Varian is caught out in no man's land. The combo comes down, and that's going to be a quick pick-off. Up top, we'll actually see them hold both of those enough to get 4%. And then instant camp invade here. As Bancho kind of thinking about starting this camp. Maybe starting it a little bit late. As we're going to see the instant rotation up here. And now it is definitely too late. Charge comes in on Spice. Volley gets blown up instantly. And despite the mosh pit, the combo comes down and youch. Just not enough chomps in the world there to save the side of Bancho. That one hurt. That's going to be a 4-for-0 exchange. Now 12-2 on the kill count. Varian trying to do what he can to push down in bot lane and get a little bit of counter pressure. Maybe try and get level 13 here. But meanwhile, up in top, it's a 5-man commitment by ReGen Anomaly. And they're going to be charging in here with the Zerg. Now this keep is forfeit. Really, at this point, if you're Bancho, you're looking to just try not to let the game end. But Vala, again, steps out a little bit too far. Gives him that nice little angle onto the healing well. Genju's doing a very nice job of finding those angles, getting those charges in on the priority targets. And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be game number 1 going over to ReGen Anomaly here on Braxis Holdout. Very well executed comp, very unique comp for the map, and just a little bit too much for them to have to try to deal with here. We'll take a quick look at the stat sheet here. A little bit of a match summary going on here. And I'll give you guys a look not only at these stats, but of these final talents one last time. Didn't even quite get to those level 16s, but very nicely done for ReGen Anomaly here in Game 1. Give them their point, and we will move on to the next one. Back here, still with you, Sarah. Hanging out on a lovely Tuesday. How's everybody doing? Got a couple matches lined up to cast here. So we'll go on in for game number 2. Gotta love replay casting, man. It's just boom, boom. It's like we got Infernal Shrines coming in. And it looks like the teams did go ahead and swap sides on me, so let me go ahead and switch this up real quick.
Prepare yourselves for battle, heroes.
Alrighty. Well, let's go ahead and get on into game number 2, shall we? On the left, we got ReGen Anomaly. We got Carve on the Junkrat. Genju's going to be back once again on the Diablo. Navy Nuke on the Maiev. Abashore on the Malfurion. And up top, we've got Lindarek playing the Leoric. Meanwhile, on the right, we've got Ban Cho Bluestein V2 going to be on the Ana. We've got Spice playing the Johanna. We've got Quinal on the Phoenix. Looks like we've got a Sluggadin playing the Jaina. And who do we miss there? Shusui on the ETC. Very interesting comp here from Ban Cho. We've got ETC and Johanna. Two very high CC, low damage tanks. But then, of course, you got a lot of damage coming from the back line. But they did give Genjuice his Diablo once again. We saw how effective he was there in game number 1. Grievance doing good. And I'm happy to bring you a little bit of entertainment while you're working. Yeah, I get to work the weekends, but I get Mondays and Tuesdays off, so it's nice to be able to hang out and do a little replay casting. Got another match coming up tonight as well, but Navy Nuke getting poked down pretty heavy there, but the reinforcements come in from the bot lane for ReGen Anomaly. A little bit of a soak advantage so far for the ReGen Anomaly boys. Meanwhile, we do have Navy Nuke trying to chase down Quinal, but not quite going to find that tether as he spider crawls his way out of that situation. Yeah, this is a definite combo comp, but oh, Navy Nuke getting caught out, and that's going to be, should be an easy kill. Wait a minute, is he going to get out of this? 32 health! Oh no, you hate to see it. Oh man. The vault was at the perfect time, right when the Cone of Cold came out for a Sluggadin. And boy, that was close. Whew. No first blood just yet in this one, folks. I was about to say, this is a very pick-oriented comp for ReGen Anomaly. If they can get the rotations going here early, start to get some nice picks here and there with the Maiev Diablo CC combo. They've also got the root to follow up, and they don't have a whole lot of burst damage. Junkrat, a little bit more of a, sustained damage dealer, but they do have just so much displacement and damage within their general comp. As far as the solo lane goes, Leo brings quite a bit of damage compared to some of the other potential bruisers. Maiev, of course, high damage. Malfurion, one of the more high damage supports in the game, being able to bring a little bit to those picks. And then Diablo. It's an interesting comp. It's a little bit light on assassin damage, but it's still pretty decent on overall damage. Quinal just poking Genjuice. Like, you're not going to get out of here for free, buddy. Stopping him from mounting up. But meanwhile, here comes the rotation from both squads. Right now it's a 4v3, but will even out to 5v5 on both sides. Yeah, Diablo versus Phoenix was an interesting matchup down there. I agree. But either way, we've got a brawl here on the shrine. Both teams committing. In comes Joe with the big condemned slide to follow it up. And lots of CC, but the damage follow-up is not quite finding its mark just yet. Diablo now at half health, but multiple members starting to get low on the side of Ban Cho. Meanwhile, it's still pretty even on the shrines, but ReGen Anomaly getting a little bit of a lead as they push Bancho out of this area, but again, the damage comes down, and this time it's going to be a 1-for-1 exchange to start. Diablo making it out with almost no health. And a lot of damage going on to the Leoric. But it looks like Frozen Punisher is going to be coming out. Leo goes down, Diablo goes down. So ReGen Anomaly wins the Punisher but loses the team fight in a 1-for-3 exchange. It's going to give some extra XP to the side of Bancho, but now they got the Frozen Punisher they got to deal with. And they're not getting a whole lot of help from these structures. And you talk about low damage comp, they've also got the Ana over on the side of Bancho, who's not going to bring a whole lot of hero damage to the table. So it really is all on the Jaina and Phoenix. Navy Nuke going to have to try and teleport out. Will make it out, looks like. The Tether comes down, but the Iron Skin on the other side to get on out. And that Punisher didn't get much value. Got the front gate and a little bit of damage on the rest of the front wall there. But Navy Nuke getting kind of low. Taking a ton of damage, and this time will not be able to squeak out. Even with tank and healer present there. That'll be a nice pick for the side of Bancho. I keep mentioning how I'm worried about their damage, but they're getting the kills. They're ahead 4-1 right now on the kill count. And when these heroics come in, it'll be a little bit easier for them to secure the kills even. Bluestein just kind of doing the passive soak thing in mid. Camp captured and bot, so that'll be a little bit of pressure down here that ReGen Anomaly's got to deal with. And they'll rotate to do so. Meanwhile, camp being grabbed on both sides of the map for each squad. Up top, our solo lane matchup still going on strong. About a level lead right now for Bancho as they head in towards these level 10s. But I think both teams will have time to get their heroics here before we see the next shrine phase up top. Charging onto Ana. Is there the follow-up? The root just a little bit off target there. But Maev gets put to sleep anyway. But Leo has rotated down. So they're looking to make something happen here. But ultimately, they're going to decide not to pull that trigger. They're going to send Lindok back up to top. And now it's actually ETC that rotates down with the level 10s. Looking to make something happen. Both teams playing a little bit of chicken right now. Who's going to pull the trigger? I don't know. They look for something on Quinal, but he's got the speed to be able to back on out of there. Let's take a look at these heroics real quick. Over on the side of Bancho, they've got the Nano Boost, Mosh Pit, Blessed Shield, Hello Planet Cracker, and the Ring. So they are looking to make somebody stand still for a little while between that Blessed Shield and the Mosh Pit. Look at the Planet Cracker on top of it, but the rotation is in here up top for ReGen Anomaly. They have their level 10s. Out comes the Flame Breath, and the Planet Cracker goes right on top of that lightning breath coming in. Meanwhile, Blessed Shield on the other side trying to keep them still, but Mosh Pit's already gone down, already passed, and it's Diablo going to be the only one to fall until Jaina falls on the other side. And look at Phoenix deep into the back line. Quinal gonna end up paying for that positioning. And it's just a bloodbath back and forth here. 3-for-2 exchange, so they did get Diablo's souls reset. And yikes. Evening out a little bit though. ReGen Anomaly gonna be able to get a little advantage onto the shrine. Way too much going on there. Everybody except, well, actually everybody hit their R buttons. It's just the Entomb was so early that it's already back up. And members starting to come on back in here from both sides. And it looks like we're going to get another 5v5. But already over half of the shrine claimed here. Almost 3/4 now for the side of ReGen Anomaly. We're going to see Quinal getting pulled in there. The root is good to follow. Finding a couple members. And the Entomb. Just like Pat, everybody hitting the R buttons again. Ring goes down. Diablo gets blown up. That Riptire, not quite enough to finish anybody, and Navy Nuke getting a little bit overly greedy, trying to get that kill onto Sluggadon. Leo's going to end up falling, trying to get the Shrine minions. They only need 2 more. Leo should be up by the time they're able to capture this, plus Junkrat poke. It's a good opportunity to get at least some of these. They're starting to catch up a little bit over on the side of Bancho, but I don't... Yeah, there's one more, and that in the back didn't hit anything. Somehow that grenade squirted its way through without getting any value. And there it is. Leo able to capture it after coming on back. Bluestein, meanwhile, is caught way in no man's land. When you're Ana, that is not where you want to be in a team fight. Planet Cracker coming out trying to zone. Not going to get a whole lot of value, though. The Ana still is going to go down. And now ReGen Anomaly has all their members up with the Punisher. Oh, and the 3-man jump by the John Cena. Entomb to follow. Warden's Cage keeping everybody in. Throw the Lightning Breath on there. Why not? ReGen Anomaly. Just getting the right breaks at the right time right now in this matchup. They will bait the Punisher over the wall, and it will be completely destroyed there. But they're not done yet. 2 members still down for Bancho, so they get a little bit more value onto this wall and go ahead and do the camp invade while they're at it. Steal away the Shaman camp. And they are going to hit the road. Start painting the rest of the map blue right now for ReGen Anomaly. What's up, Arrow? So while Bancho is away up in the top lane cleaning up that first camp, we'll see ReGen Anomaly start grabbing some of the other camps as well. Navy Nuke gonna jump out right as the rotation was coming in. Meanwhile, we'll see a bit of a split up here. I like this call from ReGen Anomaly. You can get a little bit more value getting both of these camps at the same time while you know Bancho's on the map. Get everything done a little bit quicker. There is always the danger of an invade, but when you know they got stuff to clean up elsewhere, not very likely. Meanwhile, ETC up top now. Yeah, kind of in the danger zone. He's going to rotate way safe to get back around, just in case. ReGen Anomaly, though. Not taking that low percentage rotation for that maybe pick on ETC. I like that call. They're just going to keep on playing the macro right now. Couple members still trying to support this camp, but here comes the big rotation. A little bit of, not quite a B step, but a little bit of a B action there, we'll say, from our Diablo. Genjus. Level 16 now in for the side of ReGen Anomaly. Leo rotating away as the cleanup crew comes in to get the last of these off the board. But meanwhile, 4-man rotation to the bot lane. ReGen Anomaly pushing in with that 16 advantage. And again, knowing that that the rest of the team is away to clean up in those lanes. Oh, meanwhile, Ironskin going to have to come out here. Joe in a little bit of danger. Meanwhile, ETC is rotating down, but Leo is here. I like his positioning. He's sitting back, waiting to see if anybody gives him a decent opportunity for that Entomb. And in comes the charge. They have Ana caught out here, but everybody can hit the R buttons. Planet Cracker getting massive value. Lightning Shield coming down as well. Mosh getting the full duration. And right now, it's a 1 for 2 exchange in favor of Bancho. Or actually, I'm sorry, they actually didn't get a kill on ReGen Anomaly. That was 0 for 2, now turned into 0 for 4 exchange. I thought they got a kill. They did not get a kill, in fact. Very, very nice fight there for Bancho. I thought that ReGen Anomaly had that Ana just under wraps there. But ultimately, good response. The CC coming out from Bancho. That's Mosh Pit and Blessed Shield, a potent combo to keep them alive. And now they're going to be able to get this for free here. This Mortar Punisher going to push in the mid lane. Though they are doing it a little bit slower than I think they would like. It actually is going to get the opportunity for a kill opportunity. Again, they get Bluestein caught out. Now caught in the cage. And it's going to get blown up there by Junkrat's Riptire. Ana goes down. No healer now. Is Quinal going to have to dash away. The ring comes out and only finds one. Slide to follow, trying to keep him in there. Leoric is going to go down, along with the Diablo. So they get the Ana nice and early, but they've now turned this around and killed the front line. Sludging getting very close. And again, Navy Duke trying to dive to the ends of the earth. Not quite going to make it. And Bancho coming back in this one, ladies and gentlemen. They get the 1 for 3. And reset Diablo's souls once again. Gonna have him jumping over the wall here and kite this Punisher back. They gotta watch out though. There's so much CC potential over on the side of Bancho. If they catch any members of ReGen Anomaly here, and there it is, the slide just barely not finding Genjus, but now, yeah, Diablo knew he was gone, but he's just gonna kite the other direction. And that's what you're worried about in that moment. Seeing them just caught completely out on the other side. But we'll see the mid-front wall of this keep going down. Eventually, this Punisher is going to fall. Gotta look out. Maiev getting close to being caught out. Two-man Ring of Frost on the backside, but it's a little bit too deep for anyone to follow. But meanwhile, Maiev trying to make something happen. Ends up getting taken out there once again. The keep is going to go down. And now this is level 20. But two big CC-heavy frontline tanks and a lot of damage on the backside for the siege. With 40 seconds until Maiev is back. Oh man, Bancho, I think they could have gone for it there. Diablo's coming back with almost, well actually with 0 souls. Junkrat's still down. You've got so much protection. You got level 20. That's a win condition there, and I almost wonder if Bancho is gonna regret not taking that opportunity to finish the game right there. And actually, with that Ana level 20, she actually gives a decent amount of siege on top of what you've already got being brought there by Phoenix and Jaina. But either way, this is a good opportunity for Bancho to take a breath, get their camps, kind of reset everything here. But also an opportunity now for ReGen Anomaly to get level 20, get that Buried Alive, which is so influential here in this comp. Bancho kind of sharking around, looking to see if they can find any out-of-place rotations. But right now, ReGen Anomaly being pretty careful. They're trying to get the soak as safely as they can. They're going to go ahead and go to mid. They see multiple members of Bancho showing in top. Going to get a little bit of damage even onto the fort. Nice get for them there, and they're going to get out after. I'll just safely rotate to top. Love that call. Take what you can get. Don't get greedy though. And there is level 20. And there is Buried Alive. And right now, if you're ReGen Anomaly, your main goal is just get this Diablo as many souls as possible here before this next objective. You know where you're going to want to fight. It's on this bottom shrine. If you win this shrine, you've got an easy win condition through bot right now. They've got this this keep already around half health down bot. It's opened up. And that rotation is scouted out there by Bancho. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. This might just be the game here. A little bit of poke coming in early here. Junkrat now with those larger grenade explosions. And they're going to get started nice and early here on this shrine. But in comes the Condemn. The Warden's Cage on the backside. Planet Cracker. Big silence coming in on the other side from that Entomb. Lightning Breaths comes out extra long, extra far. But the stuns come out from that Death Mosh. And it's a bloodbath, but at this time it's a bloodbath in ReGen Anomaly's favor. They'll find Quinal. Diablo goes down right at the end. But now with the 2-for-4 exchange, ReGen Anomaly going to take themselves this Punisher. And I think that should be enough for game as well. Pushing this Punisher in the bot lane. This would be a phantasmal defense if Johanna is able to keep the game alive here. It's actually going up to top. Going to try and keep this alive, which I think is a pretty decent call. You're not going to be able to defend this except on the keep at this point, or except on the core at this point. This keep is already forfeit. We are going to have Ana and ETC back, but that is not what you want in a core defense compared to the Joe and the Phoenix. Spice eating a little bit of the damage, but the keep will go down. And now it is a 3v3. Maiev is back on the other side, looking to defend, but actually ReGen Anomaly not going to try to end the game here either. Probably for the best with the other members coming up. In this situation, I like that call. They're just going to rotate to mid, and again, get what you can, take what you can get, but don't get greedy. And they are living by it right now. But either way, this is going to even out the game. One keep on each side. Still a bit of a structure advantage, and we saw this Punisher pop, this last shrine pop in bot. Now it can go top or mid. If it goes top, it's a big advantage for ReGen Anomaly. If it goes mid, it's a massive advantage for Bancho, and there it is. It pops up in top lane. 21 minutes here. Both teams at level 22 right now. Tension is palpable. And they're going to find this rotation up the top. The Sleep Dart enough to almost stall it out. They actually do capture the camp, but the turnaround, the ring, the Riptire getting stunned. It's a mess, ladies and gentlemen. It's a 1-for-2 in favor of Bancho for the moment. And again, oh, so far in there, Maiev gets taken out. There's a big push in bot, though, that Bancho is going to have to answer to. They've got almost no health to try and make anything happen there. They won that exchange, but they didn't win it by enough to make anything really happen with it. Gotta love that shot, though. ReGen Anomaly, knowing that you always have a bit of an advantage when you're invading a camp. At the very least, you know, the other team is going to be missing some basic cooldowns. Maybe it taken a little bit of damage. But now we are going to see Bancho start to try and take some sort of advantage here at least. Oh, look out, the flip, the root. Quinal just barely going to be able to pour it away here. But he is looking for it and finds the Entomb with the Buried Alive. Phoenix goes down. And ReGen Anomaly gets the pick they needed. This is what their comp has been designed to do all game. And they found it there. A massive pick here late in the game. And now they're going to be looking to push in this top keep as an advantage. They're going to find Joe here in the defense. ETC backing down in the bot lane. And they're going to see if they can defend this keep. This is a great call. Shrine is coming up in the top lane, so any damage they can get done is going to help, but Junkrat getting caught out does not help at all. The counter pick. 24 seconds on Phoenix. 56 seconds on Junkrat. Not to mention you got Planet Cracker able to come in anytime in the next 13 seconds. Or anytime after the next 13 seconds, I should say. He can do that straight from base. And the ring comes out. Not finding its mark. Warden's Cage again. Everybody hitting the R buttons. Planet Cracker from way downtown. And there it is. Another couple of picks. Maiev goes down. Abashore gonna get caught just by the tail end of that slide. And that is gonna be a full team wipe. And they are going straight mid. Bancho surviving the battle of attrition here. This has been a very long one. And they have earned this march to the core. And ladies and gentlemen, game number 2. Slowly, but surely, going over to Bancho. And we are going to go to a game 3 here on the C-West matchup. Riptire. Going down. Bummer. Buried alive on the backside, but at this point Quinal has just right-clicked on the core. Alright. Well, there it is, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go ahead and take one last look at these talents, as well as our stats here. A little match summary here. Quite a back-and-forth match. It almost, for a little while, looked like ReGen Anomaly might pull that one back from the brink of destruction. We're quite able to find the team fights late. They found the pick, but couldn't quite take full advantage off of it. And, yeah, that pick on Carve at the end, that's a rough moment for ReGen Anomaly. That is, that's the bulk of your damage right there. Just, poof. You almost wonder if they could have let Bancho have that top shrine. They had the fort and the keep in between them and the end of the game. They might have been able to keep that alive, but it's what, a 23, 24 minute Punisher. But either way, let's move on to game number 3, shall we? I'm back, but I have lost my co-casting partner. They're actually just both sleeping over here, but either way, let's get on into game number 3. Let's see, where are we going here? I guess I'll find out in just a moment. Battlefield of Eternity. This is where you go to settle things after you've been in a big brawly style match like this. You know, there's going to be a lot of team fighting, and these teams just swapping sides on me left and right. Literally left and right. They're going back and forth. Alrighty. Let's get on into game number 3. This time, over on the left, we got Bancho. We've got Spice playing the Artanis. Shusi going to be playing the Johanna. We've got Bluestein V2 on the Ana. Quinal going to be playing the Leeming. And who did I miss? We got Sluggadon playing the Vala. Meanwhile, on the right, we've got ReGen Anomaly. Carve going to be on the Rainer. Genjuice once again on the Diablo. We've got Navy Nuke on the Genji. Abashore playing the Anduin. And up top, we have Lindarock on the Sonya. Alrighty. So just looking at these comps, big race lead for Bancho. It's like they're not even on the same chart at this point. It'll be interesting. Yeah, and actually, even to that end, Carve still taking ace in the hole, but ton of damage going down on a Genji right away. That's that damage can be PvE damage, but it can translate over to PvP damage as well. You almost like to see, instead of ace in the hole, something like a exterminator. Something to at least try to give him some race. But I suppose we shall see. You just see the Condemned coming out, gonna interrupt that deflect. And for now, both teams just kind of poking back and forth. The big difference here is going to be the mana consumption. Anduin is a pretty good sustained healer, except in the mana department. That's really his big weakness. Once you run him out, there's not much he can do. Orb coming in from the outside, and oof, lag city. Ooh, I apologize, folks. Ooh, that big orb coming in from Quinal. So much poke damage right now. And that's the thing, is not only is it good race damage, it's like poke race damage. So it's gonna be very difficult for ReGen Anomaly to defend on these points. They're gonna have to really capitalize anytime Bancho overextends. And gonna have to be patient and yet somehow force that out of Bancho. Both sides grabbing their respective shaman camps on either side. Solo laners up top, taking a look at this. Looks like Spice has already finished off one of these. I'll pick a little fight here up in top.
I shall purge your evil from this land, demon.
Meanwhile, race started already by Bancho. They get a good solid chunk here before ReGen Anomaly is going to be able to rotate here to defend. They've actually got Genji down bot, dealing a little bit of damage. But yeah, that's going to be a quick halftime force. Meanwhile, Sligadin getting displaced a little bit there by Diablo, but not quite enough. And they're going to rotate in to defend fairly quickly. Still a little bit of damage grabbed here. And now the poke war is on. They're going to send Genji back once again to be their damage dealer here to try and deal something. Meanwhile, this is what they do. They're just going to set up a perimeter, poke out as much damage as they can. And yeah, ReGen Anomaly actually deciding they really don't want any of that. They got a little bit of damage in on the other side while it was that Tet was going on over on the left. But still about half shield mortal. Not bad at all here. Going up top, both the solo laners going down to the bot lane to respond to these rotations. And that'll be the front wall just getting completely blown up here. Navy Nuke with a very, very aggressive dive in. Was able to natural agility away, but that's going to be the end of his mobility for a little while as the poking continues. But the fort taking a ton of damage. Diablo just getting shredded here. Fort goes down and the Immortal almost out of health, but now they are on the chase and Abashur is going to go down. Reset's coming in as well now. Quinal not quite able to find the damage he was looking for there. Charge in once again. I like Navy Nuke. He charges in and then immediately starts running away. He knows what that play is about. Again, you know, good healing coming in from Bluestein. Quite a lot of sustain in there on that offensive assault. Meanwhile, Spice is going to find Lindarock here on this camp. And as long as these are focused on Sonya, that gives Spice a pretty big advantage here. See, there he goes. He hit one. Now it's an advantage on the other side. Lindarock going to deal a lot of damage to Quinal there, but nice rotation, nice invade. And Bancho going to steal that camp away. Meanwhile, 4-man rotation up top. This is just Johanna trying to deal with this, as they're going to get some damage here onto this fort, but it's not going to be a good trade. The same thing that gives Bancho a ton of PvE damage onto the Immortal is going to translate over to their siege damage. And ReGen Anomaly realizes that. They are going to rotate down fast and heavy to respond to that. Charge in onto Spice, and he's going to be caught in here. Actually, with a brilliant swap away. Oh, you love to see that. Know your kit, know your tools, take advantage. And we are still at a 1-0. That kill on Anduin was first blood. And both these teams being pretty overall passive so far. As we see, once again, Bancho living to what their comp does, which is race, race, race. And as soon as ReGen Anomaly comes in, they back off. Love the call. Love the macro coming in right now. But Quinal got to be careful. Whew. Don't want to give Diablo that angle, but ultimately they're going to back off and do their camp, which is a total win for Bancho. They are getting very close to those level 10s. They don't have to stall very much. They're going to soak a little bit up here in the top lane. And now they come back into poke, and with level 10 so close, ReGen Anomaly going to be the ones forced to back away. And they're not going to have level 10 in time to contest this. Halftime is out. The spawn is favorable for Bancho up in top, map away almost here to try to defend. And we will see the full shield Immortal coming out for Bancho. And they are rotating in here. The swap almost hits. The juke comes in, but it's still going to be Diablo caught out a little bit. Nice leap of faith coming in on the other side to try and save him here. Poke damage comes out, and there are no kills. However, now the side of ReGen Anomaly is very, very low as the side of Bancho gets started here, trying to deal the damage. I love this build from Quinal. Not only the poke, the heavy poke potential damage, but also that wave of force to try and put people out of place that can help peel. Meanwhile, oh, look at Lindarock. He's got leap on the backside here. Genji also has the ability to come in with that, there it is, the dragon being popped. And oh, the response is big. The heroics come in, and just like that, 2 quick kills. They're going to turn and destroy the rest of this Immortal, but the fort goes down, the front wall goes down, and this Immortal will even probably get a couple swipes in. Oh no, it's going to go on to the healing well, and not even get the well, actually. There we go. So again, bit of an advantage here for Bancho in the structures, but those 2 kills will pretty much even out the XP. Lindarock also going to find Spice, but just a little too late to get in for that camp. This is a very early camp grab by ReGen Anomaly. I understand the instinct to grab it now before it gets invaded, but yeah, now you're going to have to sit on this for forever if you're looking to hold it. Which it looks like they are looking to hold it. And down bot, Bancho going to grab another camp. Oh, wait a minute. Quinal trying to go in there. Going to be able to make it out despite that very aggressive move. Living on the edge for sure there. But again, you know, I like that call overall, right? As if you're banned show, you want to at least force them to grab it. You don't want to let them sit on it forever for free, because now you got the chance to clear it. Now you're free to go race and do what your comp does well. So I gotta give a lot of credit to Ban Show for playing this comp very, very efficiently so far this game. They are now level 13, so for just a little bit here, they're gonna have that talent tier advantage.
Repent before my wrath, demon.
Oh, and look at the wraparound here from ReGen Anomaly. They want to force, and they are willing to go to the depths of hell, so to speak, to get that force. Quinal doing a nice job of kind of kiting around, just poking it out. It fits another orb in there, another full Q with that extra damage from Seeker. Goes around the other side, gets another couple pokes in. Quinal's journey on this poke war was fascinating. Now they found Sonya. Oh, the Sonya DC. You hate to see it. Okay, so the pause came in there. Nice thing about being in a replay, we get to skip the pauses. So now they've got it back, and now the heroics are coming out. Light Bomb, Lightning Breath coming out on the backside. Navy Nuke, it's almost at 0 health. But there is the reset, and look out, here comes Quinal. Not a whole lot of mana to take advantage of that. And was not able to get in far enough there to really truly capitalize. But now the side of Ban Show is going to have free access to this Immortal. And you give them just a few seconds with this Immortal, and baby, it's gone. Did you see the swap and the sleep and the CC? Genji gets blown up, and that is not when you want to lose one of your players right there. That is a rough moment. Tap is going to be available up top here for Quinal and anybody else that wanted it, which is nobody. And they're going to be pushing in hard with this Immortal now. 4v5 up top for Ban Show. Full shield Immortal. Yes, Ace, they won that game. Go back and watch it. I'm telling you, it's that second game is a wild one. But now here we are in the third game, and parkour. The roles have reversed, and Ban Show looking at trying to finish out the game here. Good poke to start. Light Bomb coming out with the shove. But that's a Johanna. She's going to be just fine, especially with Ana just pew-pewing the heals in from the backside. And now this is a still full health, still a little bit of shield for this Immortal as it gets started on the shields. And they full charge into Bluestein, and they get the kill. But at what cost here? So many of their members are down. The resets are coming in. Diablo trying to stop Li Ming on the backside, and that worked out just about as well as it did in Diablo itself for the side of ReGen Anomaly. And that is going to be it. Ladies and gentlemen, Ban Show with the reverse sweep, taking game 3 and the win here on Battlefield of Eternity. Match summary. All right. So, just taking that peek at the stat sheet, you love to see, well, I don't know about you, but I love to see a good Li Ming play. Not a whole lot of team fighting overall. Both teams were pretty passive. But again, you know, Ban Show is kind of dominating the macro here in this game. Doing what their comp does best. Good race, good siege, and just kind of avoiding the heavy team fighting for the most part. And, yeah, they got the job done. Take a quick look at these talents. Yeah, full arrow build, which is what you would expect here from Vala. Interesting build on the Li Ming. Again, I really like that. I really like the again, the race talents. And the level 13 is kind of an obvious choice as well. Yeah, I mean, on this map, it's just a different... Grievance is right, you know, it's... On this map, it's just a different meta. You just have to play it completely differently than you do all the other maps. It's about PvE damage, and if you are disciplined enough to force team fights well enough that you can destroy that PvE style team, then you can counteract that. But it's a high burden of execution. It's easier to be that team that wants to that just wants to race. But either way, very well played by both of these teams. Very entertaining game to watch, and I'm glad we were able to catch it, even if it was in a replay cast. But we have one more replay cast coming up for you guys, so don't go too far. We're going to go ahead and reset the stream, and I'll get started in just a few moments here with what will be another C Division match. Let me take a quick look at what we got on tap here. Out of C East, it is going to be Duratant's Couch versus a Winky Face. So we'll be back with that in about 10 minutes or so. So we'll reset that, and we'll be back.